Competitors in the EV race here in China are dropping like flies, man. They're dropping. And it's going unnoticed. You guys don't know about it. That's why I'm making this video, to let you guys know about it. You still remember the company Hi-Fi? I actually made a video a long time ago, but I never published it because I felt like, it wasn't worth publishing. But apparently, they have not been doing too well. Their closest store here in Beijing Shunyi district has been closed down and absorbed by Li Auto, which was right next to them. And this is the shocking part. It is reported that they owe their suppliers money, and that the suppliers are at Hi-Fi's headquarters with banners that say, "You owe us money, please pay us." And also apparently employees are also owed money. All right, these are all rumors online, but maybe they have some truth to it. And then also rumored around Hi-Fi, this is some big drama, they're doing job cuts by as much as 20% up to 50% of the workforce. They stopped providing meals at the cafeteria. All the money inside the cafeteria cards are apparently frozen. It's gotten so bad that they stopped giving free parking to the employees. What? And apparently it is rumored that they are struggling with financial difficulties in China. I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised. Their whole entire sales for the month of November, 696 vehicles. And they only sold 573 of their Hi-Fi Y, which is supposed to be their mass market ES6 competitor. Can you imagine if NIO only delivered 700 vehicles for a month? That is just absolutely crazy. But that's Hi-Fi. I hope they get through this, but it looks like most likely they are encountering difficulties. They may or may not make it. Next up is actually a brand that NIO was part of, and that is the brand that used to be called GAC NIO, and then they rebranded it to Hycan after NIO pulled out of the whole thing, and that's a very smart move. Hycan, they only sold 520 vehicles for the month of November. Can you imagine NIO only selling 520 vehicles for a month? I mean, holy crap, that is just terrible. Next up is our famous Chinese brand Evergrande. Evergrande Motors, Hengchi Motors, all right? And they have basically only delivered 1,000-ish vehicles so far, ever. All right, so it's even worse than the previous guys. Only 1,000 vehicles total. And they were actually seeking $500 million US investment from Dubai for 28% of the company. And that expired by the end of 2023. And obviously those guys wised up and realized that the whole Hengchi is not where they want to put their money. NIO is where they should be putting their money, not that. Obviously it's a scam. 500 million for 28% of a company that only sold 1,000 cars. What? And I was told that the whole thing with Hengchi Motors is just another way for Evergrande to get debt, to get capital, to get money, because everything is sinking for Evergrande, and they use the excuse of building cars to be able to get more money. So it's all a scam. It's a scam. But yeah, that's Hengchi. I've never seen a Hengchi car here in China, ever. Never. I've never seen one of those. Next one is an American brand, Fairday Future. They actually got their delisting notice just a couple days ago. Their stock dropped 98% to 23 cents now. In less than 6 months, down 98%. What? Holy moly macaroni, man. Obviously, investors lost confidence in that company. They've delivered like 100-ish vehicles total. I mean, nobody's really buying them. That's just very sad to see. Looks like the road ahead for them is also going to be very, very tough. Now, what about NIO's battery swap competitor, Rising Auto, Faithfun, which a lot of people thought, might be stealing NIO's thunder because they also have battery swap and they also have a few swap stations. But look at their numbers, man. 1,749 only, all right? The main reason for this, well, they're all under SAIC, the big Shanghai automobile company, and their brother brand, IM Motors, has cars that are supposed to be in the 300K territory but have really reached down in pricing to the 200K territory and really eaten up FLYS market share. So at that price point, 200-ish K, 250K, I mean, if people aren't going to buy a Tesla and would choose between the two brands, IM or Rising Auto, people will most likely choose IM Motors. So FLYS with battery swap, it looks like they're going to die down. And that tells me that NIO is going to be the boss in battery swap, for sure. Rising Auto, they actually said that they were going to build like 4,000 swap stations by 2025. Pfft, who are they joking, man? They got so few cars. How are they going to build that many swap stations? Huh? It doesn't make sense. They are much smaller, all right, in terms of battery swapping capability. There may be like 30, 40 swap stations. I haven't really checked, but that was the number they had throughout China, all right, throughout China. There are some things that NIO could learn from them. For example, swapping on a NIO. During a battery swap, NIO's screen goes dark, AC stops, music stops. On their cars, battery swapping, it doesn't. Now, obviously, NIO knows about this, and they're trying to improve the experience of battery swapping. So soon, NIOs will also have the same features. But it just tells you, what is this video telling you? That NIO's deliveries, all right, you guys might not be so happy with it, but NIO's deliveries is absolutely the boss, all right, in terms of pure EVs, luxury EVs. All the other guys are dying down, all right. The Hi-Fi Y, I actually kind of like that car for the sort of the gimmicky features inside, and it looked pretty nice, but obviously it's not the same caliber of a car as a NIO, even though the pricing is exactly the same as a NIO ES6. That comes to the conclusion of this video. The next 2 years is going to be extremely intense. There's going to be more companies dropping like flies. Last time we talked about Litton, Wolfmeister, these guys. All right, Highways. This video we talked about a couple more that might go, but NIO CEO did say next 2 years, extremely competitive, extremely tough. They are ready for a fierce and brutal battle. And that gives me great confidence. And really, NIO's doing quite well in terms of deliveries, all right? Takeaway message, NIO's doing very good. Competitors dropping like flies. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Peace out.